So students, in the last video we saw how to find the equation of a line. Now in this video what we are going to do is we are going to write that same equation, the same equation in different forms. Okay, that is all. It's the same equation in different forms. Okay, now it is like the equation. Let me just take my pen. You know the equation x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now this you can also write it as x is equal to 2. Both are the same thing, right? So likewise we are going to take the same straight line equation and just write it in different ways. So let us start. Consider this point. What is this point? 5 comma 2. Okay, now I am fixing this point, then I'm drawing a line through this point, and I'm fixing the slope so that it cannot change. I'm fixing the slope. Okay, now there is only if I fix the slope and if I fix the point, there is only one line that I can draw through these things, right? There is only one line in the whole world. I mean, in a two-dimensional plane, there is only one line which has the same slope and which passes through this point, right? For example, I can draw a different line like this which has the same slope. This line has the same slope, but it doesn't pass through 5 comma 2. Do you see that? At the same time, I can draw a different line like this which has a different slope, but it passes through 5 comma 2. So do you see that? But there's only one line which passes both conditions, that it has the same slope and it passes through 5 comma 2. So if we have a fixed slope and if we have a fixed point, then with those two things we can define a line. So we can make the equation of a line from those two things, because those two things are very unique. Okay, so therefore we can say that now we know the formula for slope, y minus y1 divided by x minus x1. You already saw that. Now we know one point, so we know what is x1, y1. What is x1? x1 is 5 comma 2, 5. X coordinate is 5 and y coordinate is 2, right? We have seen that. So therefore we have this equation, and from this we can make the equation. You can just cross multiply it and you get the equation. So do you see that x minus 5 into m is equal to y minus 2? Then rearrange the terms and you get y is equal to mx plus c. The same format you will get. Now, so this equation where y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, if you rearrange these things, you will get the same equation. Put the values for x1 and y1, you will get y is equal to mx plus c. But what I'm trying to say is, what you only had was a point and then you had a slope. With those two things, this is the equation that you can use to make a this is the equation that you can use to write the equation of a line. And so therefore this equation is called point slope form, because what we had was one point and then we had the slope. With those two things we could make the equation. Now students, let me repeat it again. This is the same equation which we saw before. We are just writing it in a different way. Okay, if you open the brackets and if you write them, rearrange them, you will see that you will get the same exact equation which you saw in the last video. Okay, in the next video we will see another form.